Hey, what's good everybody? It's Don the Tap King and I have another amazing deck tech for you. Sab-Sunen, Luxa, Embodied. Fraud control, let's get it.
Tap Kings, baby.
What is good? I have Frog Mommy for you.
Real bad man.
What does she do? Straightforward. If she has even number of counters on her, she can swing and she can block. If she has an odd number of counters in your first main phase, you're able to draw 2 cards. So basically what we do with this deck, it's a control deck, fraud control. Let's go.
I like this one.
We're gonna be manipulating the counters so we can draw the 2 cards and also have the option to swing, or we need to hold up for blocks. We have that option as well. We have a lot of alternative win cons in here. The deck is crazy. It is control, fraud control. Let's get it, man. The deck is listed at 6,800. Real quick flex. Birds of Paradise is alpha. It's probably 80% of the deck right there.
A nigga gonna stand on business every time.
And I probably shouldn't even be running this, but I'm a fucking monster, so let's get it.
He's a very bad man.
The Lighting Halfling, straightforward. Helps get our commander onto the battlefield, no issues, right? Goldberry, this is one of the great cards. This is how we manipulate, one of the ways we manipulate counters. We'll make sure that we have the odd numbers during first main phase, draw the 2 cards. If we need to remove one, then we have to do that so we can swing, or maybe you might just want to wait until your opponent's turn to remove one and then just like sneaky block it, you know, but basically, but that's basically an option for you as well. This is an alternative win condition. I love it. You have no maximum hand size. I love that because we're gonna be drawing a shit ton of cards, right? At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 30 cards in your hand, you win the game. Love it. Straightforward, nothing else, right? We're gonna be drawing a lot of cards. I don't want a maximum hand size, and it's also an alternative win con. Okay, so Twitch Doll is another great card. It taps mana, and also it helps us with one of the biggest, I would say, cons of the deck, which is basically we're relying on our commander. So if our commander can't block, it could be on the battlefield and still not be able to block, and that's an issue. So this is like a potential create some tokens, right? We're gonna tap it. It creates, every time you tap it for mana, you get a nest token, nest counter on it, and then you can sack it, and depending on how many nest counters you have on it, you create 2/2 green spider creature tokens. So that definitely helps you protect your life points, and that's basically what it is dual utility, mana and Bloxies. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, proliferate. So when you proliferate, you're obviously gonna put another time counter on that, so it lasts longer on the battlefield, but also it's gonna help you manipulate the 1/1 counters on your commander, right? Frog Mommy, right? Team Frog Mommy. The Deer Kraken, same utility as Chasm Skulker, and the Twitching Doll basically is there. Just in case we need Bloxies, we have that as a potential Bloxies. Danny Peak, it likes when creatures get 1/1 counters on it. It gives that ability to all your creatures, and when they do for the first time each turn, you draw a card. Counters, draw a card. Fathom Mage with Wizard class is straight gas. You draw a card, you put 1/1 counter on her, you draw a card, you get it. You get it. You draw your whole deck. You get it. If you really want to be cheesy with it, you can put Thassa's Oracle in here, and you can basically win it that way. 3-card combo. 20-Toned Toad, another alternative win condition. It does things that we like, right? 1/1 counters and draw cards. A win condition, if you have 20 more cards when they swing with that, I win. Sludge Monster is a unique addition to it. I needed to slow down my opponents just a little bit more, and this card does that really well. Hornlock Whale, I've been liking this card a lot, and actually this is the second whale in the deck. I've been using it in quite a few blue decks. I just like the instant adventure piece. The owner of target attacking creature you don't control puts it on top or the bottom of their library. I love that. I love that so much.
Hey, don't touch me, bitch.
Sorceries, we're going hard with just the one. Fade away. Throwback, old school, loving it. For each creature, that creature's controller pays 1 or sacrifice a permanent. I love doing this. I was able to catch my opponents off twice with this. Love it. No one is expecting to play this, and if they tapped out and they got creatures,
Bye, bitch.
Instance is just the bread and butter of this deck. Instance and enchantments. Fluster Storm, you already know. Hydro Blast, Hungify, loving it. Destroying creatures for 1. I don't even care, I give them a 3/3. They got all the 3/3s they want, they're not gonna have the commander. Another counter for creatures. Creature removal. This one is good. Hit someone's commander. It is amazing. This card is amazing. Love this card. Cyclonic Rift, Essence Scatter, Mana Leak, Reality Shift. Basically a lot of things that are targeting creatures. Blue is not known for that. However, I took all the best ones, basically all of them, because there's really not a lot of them, and I placed them in this deck. Either I'm gonna counter that creature, or I'm gonna remove that creature some way and give you, I'll replace it with a 3D, that's cool. Or I'll put it face down, and you stuck with it that way. This is a good counter. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, then counter up to 1 target spell unless that controller pays mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. I'm not even gonna explain that. You're gonna have a beast of a frog mommy right there. Unwind. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Free counter. My break track. Free. Rewind. The daddy of unwind. Force. Artifacts. Cut and dry. The key to the vault. I love this card. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may exile a non-land card from among them and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. That is why we have it. You swing, they block. Your frog mommy, let's say is 18. They got a 2/2 blocker. Cool. 16 damage go in. Look at the top 16 cards. Take the best card. Boom, toma, like that. Just put it on the table for them. Like, yo.
Pause.
Drop of honey. It's never gonna hit our commander. It might hit one of our 1/1 creature tokens that we create. That's cool. But most likely it's gonna hit your opponent's creatures. You just kind of have to figure out what to play, when to play certain things. It's all time based. Like, you just can't go hard and you got a creature play. You're not doing that. You have to think a couple turns ahead and see what's actually on the board, right? So Honey Drop does work in this deck. It does work. Worst case scenario, even if it targets your commander, it doesn't do anything. Your commander is indestructible. But regardless, nothing should be, the commander should always be the biggest creature on the battlefield. If it is not the biggest creature on the battlefield, you're doing something wrong, or you kept a horrible hand. Force adaptation. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on enchanted creature. You have to remember though, you do get a 1/1 counter at the beginning of your first main phase. And you want to make sure with that counter, your commander is odd, so you draw those 2 cards. So these are things you have to consider. Mystic, straightforward. One with nature, loving it. Ramp. Utopia Sprawl. Vanishing. The reason why I got Vanishing is because our commander still could be exiled, right? So they're gonna target it. Cool. Vanished. Bye. You just phase out your creature. No problem. Bog Grove. Wizard class, I already told you. Panther Mage, gas. Alpha Authority basically just gives your commander everything that is missing. Enchanted creature has hexproof and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. We really don't care about the creature part. The hexproof is really important though. Canopy Cover, very similar to the last card I talked about. Enchanted creature can be blocked with, except by creatures with flying or reach, which is cool. Enchanted creature can't be target of spells or abilities your opponent controls. Basically hexproof, old wording. Into Deep. Split second. Turn someone's commander into a clue. Basically what this card does, you can pay 1 in Simic, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Cool, we probably won't even need to do that. But if you need to manipulate your counters, that's also an alternative way. Whenever 1 or more counters are put onto a creature you control, put that many counters, growth counters on this enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if this enchantment has 20 or more counters, you win the game. There's so many alternative win con. Basically every win con that deals with drawing or 1/1 counters, we have it in this deck and it synergizes perfectly. This was the commander for it. Frog Mommy for the win. Well rested. I've been looking for a home for this card since the Fallout set dropped. Enchant creature. Enchant creature has, whenever this creature becomes untapped, put 2 1/1 counters on it. We have to remember that too, because you get 1 on your first main phase. But again, you got to do math. Counter on, and then you gain 2 life, which is cool, and then draw a card. So I get 2 life, I get 2 counters, and I get a card. As we're getting these 1/1 counters on our commander, we need to make sure that as we're entering into our main phase 1, that with that new counter getting put onto our commander, it is odd, so we draw 2 cards. To to get another counter on it, it's very easy to do after that point. Rapid growth is another way we manipulate counters. Say we're in main phase 1, we draw the 2 cards, we play this card, now it's even. When this card enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or vehicle. Boom. Hall of Gemstone, same reason why we run the Harbinger. We want to slow people down. The fastest way to slow people down is to attack their mana source, attack their lands. This does that amazingly. Hydra's Growth, same thing. We drew the 2 cards first main phase. Who is on odds? Play this card. When this card enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on enchanted creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on enchanted creature. You need to track it. You need to track that. The doubling, it's relevant. New Horizon, same thing. When the Horizon enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Propaganda. I had to add this because you will be getting targeted once your commander gets into 1-tapping range of any player. Because you gotta remember, 21 commander damage plus your commander has trample, so it's gonna go through. Like all these cards, it's just, you know, like I don't play to win. I play to leave an impression on people, right? This is not casual. Like we're coming, I'm gonna oppress the table, but I'm gonna do it in style. I want you to see a different way of you to get spec. That's it. You know, that's why I made this deck. You know, and basically, so if you so at the beginning of your end step, you gotta remember end step. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or if you're even and you're holding up for blocks, you're not gonna do that. You use the second one. Create a 3 green raccoon creature token if you have a creature with power 4 or greater, which you will once your commander's on the board. Sometimes I just really go for the raccoons only because I need blocks. There's gonna be time. There's gonna be occasions where you cannot manipulate enough counters to stay on even, and sometimes you gotta take damage. Basically, this card definitely evens the playing field like the other ones. Bear Umbra. I mean, I guess this is the only Umbra I really need. I might replace the snake one. Swing, untap your lands. Leave it up for your interactions. Ooh, this one. This one is good too. Each creature gains during your upkeep, pay 1 or bury this creature. I love that. Upkeep. Already tapping out their mana. You're doing a couple things. So they're gonna have to decide. Either they can sack it, it's cool, I'm okay with that too, or they're gonna be tapping their mana and they're gonna slow them down a whole bunch. Yes, that's how you control the game.
It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining.
Thickest of the I was gonna say thickest of the thickest, because this commander is thick. When this card enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counters on target creature where X is that creature's power. Love it. She's just gonna double the power. At the beginning of your end step, draw 2 cards if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power. No one's gonna be tied with you. This Thickums is gonna be the strongest creature on the battlefield at any given time. Should be the strongest. It should be. And lands is chill. We're not doing too crazy with the lands. You may cast spells as though they have flash. Alchemist, Refuge, Radiant Pool. Maybe the biggest one is probably City of Traders. I don't even think I run Ancient Tomb. I do not. I'm running a lot of basics. I made this deck as competitive as possible, but I'm not gonna go crazy with the lands. I need my better lands, dual lands for actual competitive decks, but this will hold it down on any tier 4 table and slap people around. She is fun. If you wanna control the table, if you wanna control the game, this deck is for you. If you like using 1/1 counters, this deck is for you. If you like drawing a lot of cards and grabbing like interactions to be able to use, this deck is for you. If you like to win, but not like to win the same way every time, this deck is definitely for you. If you're a feminist, this deck is for you as well. If you like this video, if you like this deck tech, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification button, and like always people, God bless.
Kings, baby.